Hey. Hi, everybody. So I had something happen to me, like, maybe 5 minutes ago. Um, so I was, getting ready for stream. Everything was all ready. And I went to clean my glasses. Hi, Miko. I went to clean my glasses just before, coming on to stream, and something happened. And so today I have to wear these. I know it's going to take some adjustment, but I think together we can make it work, okay? I know it's strange, but I have little say in the matter because it broke clean in half somehow. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I can. I was just fucking cleaning them, and I cannot emphasize how much of a clean, no nothing snap this was. It just, look, there's no like stress or even white from the plastic. Nothing. It's just, don't look at me. Look at my, there we go. See, look at that. Look at that shit. Look at how clean that is. Why did this happen? Why did this happen to me just before stream? What if Kingdom Hearts shows up and I'm looking like this? What am I supposed to do about that? I know I look like a turbo nerd, right? I mean, like, I don't think they're bad frames, and I kind of like the it's like light on the inside. But like, the thing is with this shape of these frames, if I push them up like I usually do, they completely cover up my eyebrows, and I think that looks very silly. So no eyebrows, Niku. That's me. I've got no eyebrows. Ha ha ha. So I have to like leave them down here a little bit just so I look like a human being with eyebrows. But also they're not as big, so I'm constantly seeing the frames and I'm like so just keep your eyebrows raised the whole stream. Every reveal I'm going to be like, "Oh my god." Oh shit. Hold on. Sorry, it just started playing. I'll do this. And I'll go over here. And now we'll wait together. So, yeah, I got a YouTube react. I gotta go. Oh. The whole time. The trailer happens, I will vanish. A ghost I will be. Aren't giving me words, maybe you should draw now. Yeah, maybe if you, like, play coy and you don't look at it, like, something will happen. I'm turning this down just a little bit. Don't forget the Niku's Amiibo Corner where I eat Chip and Dale. Yeah. Anyway, so this is what we're dealing with today. My glasses broke. I'm gonna have to order new ones. Thankfully, they're not expensive. I got them online. And they lasted me a good several years. So I can very easily get a replacement, assuming they still sell the frames, of course. And if they don't, well, fuck, man. Shit, you know? What am I supposed to do? Got your Sarika plushes and Tsum Tsum plus Ephemer. Keeping expectation low so anything will make me happy. Not even an upgrade. We go glasses shopping together. I've done that. When I first found my green glasses, right? I was hunting for frames on stream because I was trying to find stuff, and always, forever, over and over again. Also, hi Gigi. Forever, all of the cool looking glasses is they're fucking for children. My voice is still kind of scratchy. I know. I lost my voice like 2 weeks ago, and for the most part everything's fine, but I still have this like, I still can't quite hit like high notes. I can't make certain screams. I hope it's not permanent. I gotta make my cactar scream. That can't go away, you know? So anyway, we're gonna deal with this, but Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hello from Italy. Welcome. Man, this is fucked up. I'm sitting here looking like this. Get to your Cactuar stream. I know, at least for now. I'm still, you know, I'm waiting. I'm sure it'll come back just fine, but like, I really blew my voice out. My eyebrows. No, please. Yeah, laugh it up, Henry. I know it's strange, right? It's really weird to like get used to. It's funny because it's like I used to wear black frames that were like rectangular. I happened to get. What happened with your voice? So okay, I got sick, and it was the babyest nothing sick. Yes, this is a little. It's a hair clip. I also have a little crown one. Anyway, I happened to get like the babyest like head cold I've ever had in my life. It was like nothing. But I also had a con at the same time, and I was masking the whole time. I also tested. It wasn't COVID. It was just some weird. I had the sniffles basically. I know it's strange. We all have to adjust together, okay? Anyway, I had gotten kind of sick, and I had a con at the same time, and I had to talk at the con, and it really blew my voice out over the course of the con. And then it took like a week to get back to even this relatively normal state. And I sound pretty fine for the most part, but there's still that tinge that hasn't quite gone away. So maybe I should just stop talking for like a week and it'll go back to normal. Anyway, he's from Germany. It's also 11 p.m. over here. Right? And why I normally can't watch your streams. That's fair. I do always stream at a wild, like, 5 p.m. for me. So, I know it's fucked up. It's fucked up. Everybody get their laughs out now, okay? Oh, I'm glad you could be here, Raku. I know, I'm really like, eh. Because I remember I got this pair and my green pair at the same time, because I was excited about the green pair, but I wasn't sure, like, how well was it gonna fit? Like, was I gonna like them? Of course I was gonna like them, but like, you know, I got this as like a backup pair to just try also. Like, it's nice to have variety, you know? Like, what if I want to like change up like my outfit or something like that? And wear these, and then when I put them on, you know, I ordered them from the internet and so I couldn't try them on, and so once I had them I was like, I don't actually like these on my face that much, but they're fine for like a backup pair in case something happens. Well, something happened, so now I have to use them, but thankfully I can get a replacement pair pretty easily, like I said, assuming they have the frames still, but fucking hope so. I'll buy fucking 40 pairs of them if I have to. Just to ensure that I have something. You know what I mean? I have to have these. I have to stockpile on these glasses. So, anyway, I have a baby cat button here. He's ready, even though he's up in a fort right now, so he's not here with us today. But, you know, he's here with us in spirit. Yeah, it's me, Nerdku. My dark and alternate persona. I like the look of black frames. I don't think they're bad. There's just always like an adjustment period when somebody's wearing something new, unless it's like kind of frequent when they change things out. But when I'm always wearing like these bright fucking neon green glasses, and suddenly I'm wearing almost the opposite. Still looking in black. Good. I'm glad. Happy to hear it. What would I do if you're like, damn, you look strange and ugly? I just have to be like, great. Hope we get Kingdom Hearts today. Hi, Kaine. Damn, Niku, you look fucking bad. Well, anyway, I can't do anything about it. Bicentennial subscription to my streamer. Yeah, eventually you'll pay off your fucking, the royalties you owe me, you know what I mean? 50 months. I know, it's crazy. I still have Pete here, though. And he's vanishing, apparently. Wasn't the point of my clown makeup today? Digimon leak have me changing my tune. Hell yeah, I did see that there was a leak about, like, Lies of P DLC, which that's exciting for people who... I've always been kind of, like, casually interested in it, but I need to, like, watch a playthrough or something, because I'm not gonna play it, but... None Pete. Left red. That was a fake-ass game. Yeah, Lies of P is cool. It's really fun to see somebody, too, where it's like... There's finally, like a Soulsborne-ass, like, game that, like, went and did its own thing in a very successful way.
Hope our camera doesn't freeze again.
Yeah, me too. Last night, my camera froze for some I don't know amount of time while I was playing Dream Drop, and I looked back over and nobody had said anything, but I was just fucking frozen like that for like a minute. And I blame Rosie, who didn't say a thing. Let's take a shake. Dude, yum. Hi, Tennille. I broke my glasses in half. Now I'm wearing my backup pair. I was fucking locked in, petting those fucking animals, dude. I was taking care of my zoo. All right, let's fucking do this. Let's go. Crazy if they just opened with it. Okay.
I had no idea just how big the world is.
My glasses snapped in half. While I was cleaning, they sat down at the desk and was cleaning them. And then they snapped in half in my hand. They just fucking fell apart. I have still never played Monster Hunter, despite the fact that I think it is something that would appeal to me on a mechanical level, but I also feel bad when I'm killing the animals. As in, like, I know usually it's like, oh, this guy is causing so much trouble, but like, I've seen my friends play, and I've seen the animals, like, the fucking, this big fucking dragon guy's like hobbling away, and I'm like, no, I can't do it. I can't do that. So that's where it usually, you know, stops me, is that like I feel bad when it's like it's a creature that doesn't want to die. You know what I mean? But otherwise I think it's cool. But also I used to play a lot of Terra Online, and there's a lot of overlap with like the mechanics in a way that has always had me go like, I would have fun. I bet I would have fun playing it. Like, is my voice ever gonna fix? What is happening? I'm gonna go to the doctor like next week, and I'm still gonna sound like this. I'm gonna be like, Doc, what's wrong with me? Wow, Mizutsune, that's just like Nikutsune. I like the monster characters. Like, I think it's fun that everybody has like their favorite fucking creature. I think I finally hit puberty, you guys. It's finally happening. Hello.
無料タイトルアップデート第1弾の追加モンスターとして玉三つが決定いたしました。この他にもタイトルアップデート第1弾で追加されるコンテンツはまだありますが、詳細は改めてお知らせしたいと思っております。
Okay.
本作は発売後に数回のタイトルアップデートを予定しています。タイトルアップデート計画については追ってお知らせしますので、
Literally like what the fox.
2月28日の
Congrats
発
on the
売ま
DVD.
で
Thank
あと
you.
少し
Oh my god.
皆様に楽しんでいただけることを心よりお待ちしております。本日の発表は以上となります。
All right.
引き続きステイトオブ
Succinct.
プレイをお楽しみください。
Thank you. I feel bad for the ones I saw with Monster Hunter games. I think it just rides like a thin line. You know what I mean?
Forged to unleash vengeance. More than a weapon, it is the soul of a shinobi. No obstacle can stand in their way.
I like that there's visual, you know, like there's art direction. It looks nice.
Striking with lethal precision. Each weapon a tool, each tool a part of the whole.
The sound is fine, right? You can hear me okay, and I'm not competing with the sound too much. I turned it up a little bit just so people could kind of hear, but sound is all good. Okay, cool. Just making sure.
The legend continues.
Shinobi, Art of Vengeance. Oh, right. Didn't we hear about this before? Like, we knew this was a thing. Are they going to bring back TF2 Heavy? Is he gonna be in here? Come on. This is fucking compressed now. No, the settings are fine. It's just a stream. Dude, a pirate ship? Sick. They're like, okay, Mario Kart had an airport, it had a big ship you can be on. Chow Park, that's cute. That's cute. That's fun. But I also just like kart racing games, so, you know.
Break free. Become unbound from the laws that govern reality. To turn the gears of time once again.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
An apocalypse looms over parallel worlds as their fates begin to intertwine. The battle to alter destiny begins. Embark on a journey alongside gods, heroes, and monsters of bygone eras. The anomalies, known as Digimon.
Yeah. That's fun. Dude, hell yeah for all the Digimon likers out there. Not that I don't like Digimon, I just don't have any real,
Seize the future.
You know, it's Digimon. I have enjoyed Digimon, but not like in any extensive way, you know. Not a lot of people like Digimon. I feel like people who like Digimon are like hardcore into Digimon. You know what I mean? There's no like real casual enjoyment of Digimon aside from when like being a kid and Digimon is airing. But you know, you probably liked Pokemon first. Probably not always the case, but you know.
与丰富多样的世界设计，玩家将在各具风格的场景中探索，面对充满个性的敌人。
I also had that thought for a second, but I was like, this doesn't look quite right, like visually.
接下来，我非常激动地向大家展示全新的游戏预告，并
release.
正式确认游戏的
Yahoo! Congratulations!
I keep having the same dream. A horrible dream.
Hold on.
The monsters invade our world.
It's like the music coming in
Powerful being
on a
falls
couch.
from the
I
sky.
keep having the same.
And when it seems they might vanquish the invaders, the dream ends. Is this really just a dream? My only hope.
Is any of this for real or not?
Come, Kaiser. We will travel across worlds, leap through dimensions together.
They're doing their own thing, but it is funny. Congratulations on the transition. That one gif where he gets him estrogen.
I see great power
No, it's
within
when he goes
you,
down because
a
then it
destiny
Indicator in
waiting
the
to be
reverse
fulfilled.
testosterone. Yeah, travel worlds, huh? It's so strange. Interesting. These look really big. I mean, the movement looks kind of fun, but it does look
The blade in your
kind of empty.
hand.
A fictional world?
You never wanted to be a hero. But for humanity's sake, you must.
Sound like Optimus Prime.
Power, Arena.
Lost Soul aside, you can tell where its inspirations lie. I don't like his Riz. Does he have
Hi everyone,
Riz?
I'm Sean Benson.
That's the case.
We've got several updates
He does
today from
look like
partners around
Noctis,
the world,
but to
starting
the
with
left.
news from the Like a Dragon series. First up, a playable demo of Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii arrives on PS5 this
Let's go,
Friday.
Majima. Let's go,
Players can
Majima.
try out 2 battle styles, including Goro Majima's new Sidon style, as well as engage in naval battles at the Pirates Coliseum.
Look at him. Good for him.
Sega and Mint Rocket joined
Oh,
forces
cute.
in Ichiban's
That's
Holiday,
fun.
a new crossover DLC coming to Dave the Diver. Ichiban Kasuga and other Like a
I love
Dragon
that.
characters team up to thwart a gang of troublemakers in classic beat-em-up style, all while perfecting new recipes at Bancho Sushi. Dave the Diver Ichiban's Holiday arrives this April on PS5 and PS4.
That's cute. That's fun.
The Splitgate
We've been
2
playing through
alpha begins
Dave the
February
Diver on
27th
Christmas break,
PS5.
so time to stream Dave the Diver.
Use portals and futuristic physics to dominate the arena, and play a new
Use Pirates and
24-player mode
Coliseum.
where 3
Yeah.
teams compete on a massive map.
Dude, somebody's got to make Portal 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. I'm here to give you an exclusive first look in the future of the WWE 2K franchise. Introducing The Island.
The
With The Island, players enter an online environment filled with WWE-themed
Boom.
landmarks, quests.
This is for when it gets revealed
live
and I can just go.
events, and shops with
I
up
just
to
eat them.
50 other players at a time. The Island also offers deep customization, giving players the chance to personalize their My Superstars like never before. As the first of
Is
its
he the
kind
mayor of
franchise,
wrestling?
The Island is
Chip
not
and Dale
just an
WWE
addition,
fight. They're a
it's
tag
bold
team.
step toward the future.
What is his voice? His
Welcome,
voice.
ladies and gentlemen, to the island.
How many times can we get him to say the island?
What's up? I'm Randy from Gearbox.
And I'm Randy from Gearbox.
And you know why we're here. We're here for you. Are you ready? It's 2025, and every day we are getting closer to the launch of Borderlands 4. Let's go!
Wake up and I'm feeling like a I wake up feeling like I'm brand new. I wake up feeling like I'm brand new. You don't wanna try me. I'm on different timing. You don't wanna try me. I'm on different timing.
Shut up, don't mind us. Correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't Randy Pitchford have a bunch of allegations out against him? Like a bunch of shit. Ooh, no! Chip is fine, Dale fell. So, anyway. I don't have anything really against Borderlands, per se. It's just Borderlands. But Randy Pitchford.
So badass, so much fun. I want more. We don't have to wait long now. Borderlands 4 is going to break free for a special state of play this spring, focused exclusively on Borderlands 4.
We're diving deep, you guys. Join us. Borderlands 4, state of play for combat, Vault Hunters, action skills, exploration, and discovery, everything. You're gonna see more guns than you can even count.
I'm trying to remember.
PlayStation 5, but Randy, do you have anything else?
Because there were like multiple.
I think I do, Randy. Well, what is it? Don't hold out on me, Randy.
I'll feed you, baby bird. Who wants a launch date for Borderlands 4?
This Randy.
Your chat frozen?
Borderlands 4 launches worldwide for everyone
Interesting.
on September 23rd, 2025.
We got work to do.
See you in spring.
We can turn it off and on really quick.
Look, I don't
There we
mean to be rude, but I really don't do small talk. Nice to meet you too.
So Handsome Jack is a fantastic villain. Had no interest in the others. Yeah, fantastic. Fucking Handsome Jack is good.
I don't need your trust.
He's fun.
I kind of
Seems
need
like
yours.
some of the allegations. Like something worth looking back into, because I remember it coming up when I was watching a video about Borderlands. And it was one of those like, hey, we're putting a lot of these on screen all at once, and I didn't catch everything.
We'll face it together.
But
we got this. Yeah.
Anyway, oh yeah, this is the one where it's the fantasy and the sci-fi, and it's done by the guy who not just the guy, but the guy in his studio who always does the co-op games like It Takes Two and other stuff like that.
I did not sign up for this. Brace yourself, Zoe.
The guy who loves his wife and kids, yeah. They make fun stuff. Okay, you ready? You got your clown outfit on?
Status report. Looks like it penetrated through there. We need to inspect the hull damage first.
Doesn't look too bad.
Doesn't look too good either. What is that? You feeling all right?
My body's going one way and my mind's going another.
Interesting.
What is that? This ship is infected with an alien organism. It still doesn't feel real sometimes.
Never forget why you started.
Lord have mercy.
Do you think Williams knows more about this substance than he's letting on? You can't take any chances with him.
I feel like I'm being sold movies, but I see gameplay. That's fair. I mean, this is a game that is supposed to look like a movie, to be fair.
I know this will be difficult.
Still a game.
But if you're still out there,
There's some shots that look like really good. You know, like there's always some kind of when it comes to like the uncanniness in the face and stuff, it's really like the eyes you have to nail, and that's really hard. Trailers. That's how I feel about like all movie trailers.
So let me explain the situation. One of our
oh, hi. Okay.
leaving our property abandoned in his warehouse. Your job is simple. Enter the warehouse and retrieve the technology that he was developing for us. It's a kind of prototype endoskeleton that can
surprise, yeah, surprise.
And become any character. We suspect it may be malfunctioning, so just be aware of the slim but non-zero chance that you could sustain significant injuries while attempting to retrieve it, including but not limited to death or dismemberment. We fully expect the retrieval process to go smoothly and without incident, but just in case, we suggest you get your affairs in order before arriving.
Back to work.
Backstory of the guy.
Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Thank you for being a valued member of the Fazbear team.
Sorry. I fucking saw something earlier today. That's really been fucking killing me.
Greetings from Moonhood.
We're the creators of the Midnight Walk.
Cozy horror game created entirely in clay, where you will journey down a nightmarish highway riddled with terrors that want to devour you and
well,
the
we got
creature.
Five Nights at Freddy's for
together with your little friend.
I'm happy for those of you
outsmart
who
these terrors and
like
bring
the
back
mushroom
fire
design.
to
Yeah,
this
it's interesting.
mad world we've handcrafted for you.
So please enjoy this short gameplay
Logo
preview.
looked bad.
After the end of the world, the burnt one woke from a deep slumber. Fire? I'd almost forgotten how it felt. You're the caretaker of this little firecracker? I reckon you must be headed for Moon Mountain. Am I right?
Here's the interesting thing with like claymation is that like if you're not careful, it just looks like 3D, like just CGI, regular ass, made in a computer type thing. And like I think to some extent it's probably, you know, it's not just like, it's probably a blending, right? There's obviously like a stop motion look to it, but like it's something where like even when making stop motion, like just regular like you have to leave it a little rough around the edges so it still looks like stop motion. Otherwise,
special thanks to
it
Klaus
just-
and Olav for that updated look at the Midnight Walk. Up next, a quirky new adventure from Konami.
wow, okay, let's go.
In Darwin's Paradox, you play as Darwin, a clever octopus who finds himself dumped near a highly
They sure
suspicious
gave him
food
ears, huh?
processing center.
I like the movement, it's fun.
Use Darwin's natural camouflage and inking skills to escape the facility and save the world from aliens.
This is amazing blender animations that perfectly replicate claymation, so it can go both ways. Yeah, for sure. It's just that like claymation looks a certain way, so you have to like, there are things you have to do to make it look that way. You know what I mean? That was my only real point.
Franchise.
Because also, yes, Worthy has. It is really good at like replicating it.
Descend
Those
into
are
hell.
siphons. Oh, okay.
Call on powerful allies. And experiment with tons of playstyle combinations to send the enemy hordes flying.
Damn, Dynasty Warriors for real?
A roguelite hell awaits when Warriors Abyss launches on PS5 and PS4 later today.
For whom are you working?
Later today. A lot of these I'm noticing.
Prepare yourself.
A PS2 era classic returns with Onimusha 2: Samurai's Destiny.
Samurai's Destiny. I'm noticing a lot of these are releasing very soon.
Graphics and a host of quality of
Obviously, that's not to say that they can't like end off things with, you know, oh, we have our then things to look forward to or whatever. But thus far, everything's coming out next month or later to fucking day.
Onimusha 2: Samurai's Destiny comes to PS4 on May 23rd and will be available for pre-order later today.
A little farther.
Looking to 2026,
No, kinda.
let's check out a new trailer for Capcom's latest entry in the series, Onimusha: Way of the Sword.
Sounds like this lady talking has, like, she's just a little stuffed up. I don't know what it is. They announced a Dark Cloud remake right now. Food for the fishes. Actually released 10 minutes ago. Can't believe there was no fanfare. Crazy. Clearly, nobody cares about it anymore these days. Facial animations. Now Borderlands coming out in September. That's fair, and that was like a follow-up on something we already knew existed. This guy's fun. Like I said, I like the facial animations. They seem to be leaning into that a little bit. Okay, Onimusha. Alright, sure. Maybe they're announcing the future stuff now. What the fuck? Fucking talking ball in my arm, dude?
Colonel, tighten the security on this place.
Okay. Okay.
He's coming here. I'm sure of it.
Show us the monkeys. Show us the monkeys.
America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance. The philosopher's legacy. Then they're out to kill me as well.
No, big boss, no.
What's the story between you and the boss?
She was like a mother and my master.
The Cobras will take care of him.
Do you hear me?
Can you still just, like, leave him alone for a week and he dies? I hope so. That's the only way to stay true.
A great and terrible fury at being alive. A host of sorrows. And you are one of them.
Show me the
Why'd you come
monkeys.
back?
Show me the Ape Escape monkeys.
There's nothing
I should have
to
worn my fucking Metal Gear Solid 3 Ape Escape shirt. I should have worn it for this specific.
I still have the Shagohod and the legacy. There is nothing America can do to stop us. I'm not finished yet.
Right. Yeah, it's still like stylized in a nice way, which is nice. Show them to me. Oh. Yeah, baby! Yes! Oh, this is what it's all about. Yes! Oh, God. Woo! That's what we need. We need an Ape Escape. Remake Ape Escape. If you're gonna bring it, just make it like, give me a big combo pack of just like HD scale. You don't even have to remake it. Just bring me Ape Escape, but more.
sparks the wildfire of violence. It dissolves our illusions and exposes the fragile structure of reality.
You scare me. Sorry, I was celebrating Monkey.
Why did you come back? I stood in the home I was born in. In that moment, I felt a connection.
Epsilon 11, sound off. Where are my men?
They're gone.
Choose your next move wisely.
What happened here?
Madness and hatred and lots of it. Impossible. It's you.
That curly hair fucking Mark Zuckerberg looking ass.
Continue. We've begun to uncover.
Hell is us. Hell. Hell. I'm not. I'm just saying it just really evokes. Oh, here we go.
How can it be winter all of a sudden?
I'm sorry.
Nice.
You want to know the year? What a pleasure to meet a stalker worthy of the name. It's been far, far too long.
He's got a little cat.
My
Pet
forever
cat,
friend.
yes.
Help me to
Look at the
hide
little
your
winter
hand in
clothes. How
darkness.
cute.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
She was looking for someone. Legendary. She stepped up only because no one else could. Too many stalkers were lost to that evil.
What is this image smell of sudden? This is Lies of P. It's like a Soulsborne Pinocchio retelling. And it's actually super cool. It's got direction.
Not again.
And this is DLC for it, so. I've been wanting to check it out. A friend of mine is very into it. And it always, I'm just like, it looks cool, you know? Named by Bion.
Where do you think doors have eyes? We don't know where our children will put down roots.
Okay.
皆さんこんにちは。Qゲームスのクリエイティブディレクターのバイオンです。私の最新作ドリームオンスターナザーはいかがだったでしょうか。破壊なくして想像はないというテーマのもと、ドリームオンスターナザーではシューティングゲームの常識を覆す体験ができます。武器で傷つけたり破壊するのではなく、抽象化している散らばった世界を具体化して想像することができるのです。本作ではポイントクラウドというテクノロジーを採用し、プレイヤーは幻想的な夢の世界へダイナミックな変化を与えることができます。今年 PS5 登場予定で、本日からウィッシュリストへの追加ができます。ありがとうございました。
Hey everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani, and I'm excited to share even more PlayStation news in today's show. Days Gone Remastered, the definitive version of Bend Studios' post-apocalyptic open-world epic, comes to PS5 with VRR support and PS5 Pro support. It also includes added content like permadeath and speedrun modes, an enhanced photo mode, new accessibility features, and Horde Assault, a survival arcade mode with increased horde sizes that will provide a fresh
I said this yesterday, but genuine, I'm like, I don't really expect anything because I don't expect the kickoff
to a digital version of Days Gone
for Kingdom Hearts to start at some state of play.
Days Gone Remastered,
but I would love to be
PS5 April 25th.
Basically, I'd love to be wrong. That'd be fine.
New DLC is coming to Stellar Blade this June. The sci-fi action game is partnering with Goddess of Victory.
Granted, I still like seeing like game news though. I like to just see what's going on.
Plus a new outfit.
Plus a new outfit, which is the best part of it.
Both the Nikke DLC and the PC version of Stellar Blade launch this June.
There's almost 70 of you in here.
Some great PlayStation Plus
I see
updates today, starting
Wicked
with game
69.
catalog titles arriving on February 18th. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Top Spin 2K25, and launching in a game catalog, Lost Records Bloom and Rage, from the creators of Life is Strange.
Did you girls ever see anything weird around these parts?
In this episodic adventure, players will join 4 high school girls living through the defining summer of their lives. What begins as a tale of friendship will eventually blend reality, dreams, and the unknown into a dual timeline narrative. The first episode of Lost Records Bloom and Rage arrives February 18th, with the second episode arriving in April.
Recently saved play. But boy, do I
We're
want to
also
be wrong.
excited to confirm 2 unique indie titles that will launch into game catalog later this year.
FNAF and Lies of P.
Explore a mysterious mansion and blueprints, a genre-bending architectural adventure.
Not Life is Strange, though it definitely looks like it like is Life is Strange, but
Every
also
door
not.
is a new decision as you build out a
Is it by the
sprawling
same
manor
people?
with
I wasn't paying
45
attention
shifting
fully.
rooms, adding layers of strategy, puzzles, and exploration. Blueprints launches day 1 into game catalog this spring.
That's kind of neat. Oh yeah, we got and the new Digimon game.
Abiotic Factor is a 6-player survival crafting game from Playstack and Deepfield Games. Stranded miles beneath the surface, you and a team of scientists and
I figured. I was like,
ingenious
this really
peering
looks like it
traps
would
to
be.
outwit your enemies and make this bizarre underground complex your new home. Abiotic Factor will be available.
Really
in
just
game
fucking
catalog
like
when it
and this
launches
one and this
summer.
one and this one.
Now let's get a sneak peek at games coming to the PlayStation Plus Classics catalog.
Okay.
Coming soon are the first 3 Armored Core titles from the original PlayStation.
nice.
Armored Core Project Phantasma, and Armored Core Master of Arena. Meanwhile,
Anyway,
Patapon
like, I
3
think-
slides its way into the
Oh,
Classics
Patapon.
catalog next week.
Fun.
No one knows how that world came into being.
Like Shadowheart.
It devoured everything from the past.
Is that Shadowheart? As in like
Only
the
I was left.
the actress who plays Shadowheart.
That was a fatal mistake.
I know, like one fucking just hearing it at all. I was like, that is definitely Shadowheart.
As long as it is reforged.
Pretty lady, hello.
My wish can be fulfilled.
She's just got a real particular sound to her, you know what I mean?
But
So it's
wishes come at a price. To pursue one's wishes
it has to be her.
is to court one's doom.
Big hand, love that. I love when somebody has a big fucking hand. Big hands even. That looks nice.
This is a feast only for the king.
I really thought he said Mr. Beast for a second.
Gwendolyn, this is your final warning.
Hi. It's very like, there's like an angle of it that reminds you of obviously like Souls games or Elden Ring, and you know that like just visually even, but the combat is very quick and action.
Even if the price is my soul.
Tides of Annihilation.
The table is dead. It exists no more.
Okay, cool. Look, every time you can show blood and gore and death. Every time. And I can't show my fucking foot on stream or I'm gonna get fucking banned. Okay.
Just some noise in my core.
Sheesh.
Deep down in
with
the
the
depths
gun.
of Vulcan, you must retrieve the Architect's core.
Sentence was not in the Bible, Deku.
They will send everything
My
they
name is
have to
Deku.
stop us.
Excuse me, I'm Deku.
You know I would never
Ankles,
want to see you
harlot, you slut.
But the path we walk demands the extreme.
I remember you.
Dude, one of these days they're gonna ban me again just because I keep complaining about it.
My memory's still a bit blurry.
Build a rocket.
Remember this.
Diaz! Showtime!
I have these gaps inside my head.
Sound like gives us a 10-minute window.
I'm gonna have to tell you why this time. Wow.
You made it.
Doth protest too much about the
That's
feats.
just leftover hardware.
Can't even fucking do it for a joke. Hello?
What the hell is happening? All I know is that Silvercorp is a piece of my story. I'll cover you.
God, people want games to be movies so bad.
this time
That's
you
not
find
always a
answers about
bad
the
thing.
tech in your
I'm
head.
not
Are
saying
you
it's a
kidding
place
me?
we,
This thing
you know,
has
something we can't
ruined my life.
explore.
You have no idea who you're dealing with. And what you did, we should have left you in the desert.
But also, you know, I also love stylized animation.
We got a fatal error with your
That isn't just
Diaz, make it stop.
like mocapping, which mocapping is still great and fine. I just like to see animation. Is that so bad?
I know what I have to do. This is the only way.
Hello, I'm Leslie
Hello.
Benzies, director of Mind's Eye, Build a Rocket Boy's new action-adventure set in the fictional city of Red Rock, where AI and human greed collide to bring Earth
That's
to the
that's something that
precipice of
I'm always so thankful for, that they're
captured
so
on
like adamant
PlayStation
about
5
like
Pro.
hand
We're now proud to
animating a lot
share
of just
some gameplay
Kingdom
footage
Hearts.
with the explosive combat and high-octane driving that you
Like
can
there's a
expect
difference
on
between
PlayStation
like
5 later this
you
year.
know, having some kind like it's this look. It's obviously there's always I think they're chasing like hyper realism, dates itself, but like is a necessary part of like pushing the technology. New game by the studio. Oh, okay. But there is, you know, I don't know. I don't want all my games to look like this. Like, I think it's very, like, it's necessary, and I think it's a fine thing to pursue. But, like, it just gets tiring if it's the only thing. And I'm not saying everything has to look, like, wildly, like, caricatured, cartoony either. Just something with a little, you know, a nice little visual flair, a nice little, obviously, like, art direction kind of a thing. The ads play because you joined in, and that's the only time they play, so. And there's something with that animation, too, where it's like, it's clearly someone, like, in a mocap suit, and they're, like, going, like, gesturing, you know, and it just...
always comes back to this.
And it's fine. I just, you know, can't help but see all the super realistic looking games that see or hear anything about him again. Yeah. Like, I'm not saying, like, don't be ambitious. Don't try for it, right? But it's definitely, it feels like
this world.
It's like the safety thing. It's like the Pixar look of, like, you know, we need things to look this way. Not that Pixar's a problem. It's just the, like, everybody being like, our 3D movies need to look like this. They have to, right? They all have to look this one same way, kind of a thing.
Every time the sun dies, madness reigns.
They do it because they have to not. Like, I feel like it's something that, like, sure, there are going to be people who are like, I want it to look so cool and, like, real, and that's, for some people, it's the only way they take things seriously, right?
Death, but I always come back stronger.
I mean, some of this looks cool.
I know that you are here, and I will find you.
Yeah, as if it needs to be realistic to tackle certain things. Like there's still, like, because realism isn't a lack of art direction, to be clear, it's just a certain kind of art direction. And I feel like more often than not, it's like this is what a blockbuster movie looks like, you know? This is what a big gangbusters video game looks like. It has to look like this. You know what I mean? From, like, big corporate, and that's how we got God, I can't even remember the name of it now. That character based, the one that shooter that got taken down after a week.
Is launching next year on PS5 and
enhanced
for PS5 Pro. Saros is the ultimate evolution.
Like, it's so sad. I can't even remember the name of it now.
It's a new single-player IP that builds on Returnal's
Concord.
third-person
There we go.
action.
Concord feels like something where it's just like people could go and they can make some cool thing that they want to make, or they can follow the current trends of, well, it has to look realistic in this certain way because that's what the big games do. And then I feel like it hindered it in a lot of ways because of it.
With our first look at
Similar
gameplay
realistic
coming
art
later this
direction,
year.
it's difficult to tell them
Thanks
apart.
for watching.
And, like, that's always going to exist. There's going to be some overarching, like, trend visually, you know? Alright, anyway. No Kingdom Hearts, just like I kind of figured. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Like, listen. I think that before we get news on KH4, we'll probably get news on Missing Link. That's my assumption, is like we'll probably get Missing Link first, movement on that, and once that's schmoving along just a little bit, whether we have like a date we know it's coming out, or, you know, even just after it's coming out kind of a thing, like Missing Link will happen first and get people kind of onboarding back to Kingdom Hearts, and this will likely jumpstart the cycle for Kingdom Hearts 4, which I can readily expect to happen sometime this year, unless something goes wrong.
4 pennies for KH4.
Wow. I'll pop over here. But hey, you know, we got Sonic Racing. We got cool stuff. It's fine. It was a perfectly serviceable state of play. But like, I just feel like we're probably going to get Missing Link first. News on that. And because I expect we're probably going to get news on that first, we're not going to get Missing Link news on a state of play. This is for Sony-based stuff. This is for the PlayStation. And unless it took a pivot to be on a console, it is on the phone and not going to show up here, right? But once this is all kicked off, once it's started, we could expect a Kingdom Hearts trailer at a state of play, perfectly fine. But Nomura's picky, and he does things at his own pace until he's like forced to otherwise. So, I'm gonna drop Missing Link news on some random day. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, or like Sony launches their own fucking phone, and then they're like, "Guess what? Missing Link is here," just like it is on every other phone. Where the hell is Catley? But yeah, no, we'll probably get Missing Link first. And then we'll get other stuff, which is partly why I did not expect it here. But I think it's reasonable to expect we get any kind of news soon, but probably Missing Link first. So, you know, and that's not going to show up anywhere but like on the internet, basically. Like, we're probably not going to get, like, unless it's like a Square Enix specific like presentation in some larger thing. But even then, I feel like half the time it's like Square Enix does some stuff. And then outside of that, they're like, guess what? Kingdom Hearts news. And then they just kind of, you know, out onto social media or whatever. And we go, oh shit. You know, so I just don't expect anything until we get that. Dragon Quest. And that's where I'm at on that. Oh yeah, I was like looking to check. I was like, oh no, I forgot to turn the chat back on. And I forgot it pops over here when I'm in this screen. So it'd be nice to know where you're at. Yeah, I would appreciate virtually any transparency or anything, just to be like, hey guys, still working on it. Maybe expect news sometime in like spring. I feel like they get embarrassed and they don't want to like bring attention to it, because at this point they're like, okay, we're already like really in for a penny, in for a pound. If we haven't said anything now, we can't just like say something for no reason, right? So we'll just not say anything at all. And then we're all sitting here like, hello, where are you guys alive? And they're like, well, yeah, of course we are. And we're like, oh yeah, I wouldn't have assumed otherwise, because you haven't spoken in months, maybe even a year. I don't know. Can we expect something soon, or do we have to wait longer? I was talking about this on Tumblr because I was getting asks about it. And the question being, are we going to get new content this year? And I was saying that I think pretty reasonably we can expect Missing Link, seeing as they were kind of pushing for one, walkable weather, and it was pushing late last year, and now we're in the new year, right? That because it was already then, and by the, just judging by like the last beta test, which I got to see very like get my little hands into, right? It looked really good. Obviously some things were like needing polish, but like it looked like, I was like, cool, I can't wait to play this. You know what I mean? So I would expect that like it's probably going to happen sometime spring, maybe summer this year is like when we'll get it. Reasonably, right? This is rational brain. This would make sense. And then with that, we'll probably like, I would imagine we would then start the media cycle to lead up to Kingdom Hearts 4, and that would happen probably next year. I don't think we're getting it this year unless they fucking surprised us, but they usually have a pretty, like, this is a very big game, and I don't think they're going to be like, it's coming in like 3 months. Like, they are going to milk it, you know what I mean? Like, they let you know ahead of time. So I would expect that sometime during this year would be like, yeah, it's going to happen like next year. Have you heard the Ichiban Kuji thing? What about the Ichiban Kuji thing? Because they are doing like merchant stuff. That's why I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if we got any kind of news for like Missing Link soon-ish, you know? I would love it much sooner rather than later. Like, we're pushing into, it's going to be spring soon, and I would love if they were just like, all right, Missing Link is happening, you can sign up. They're rerunning one for the first time ever this March or May. I did see that they were rerunning some stuff. I didn't know that was the first time that they've ever done it. Gotta order those Mushroom Heartless plushie things. But I would love, yeah, I would love a spring Missing Link. I would love that much sooner rather than later. And like, it's something where like the only thing that felt, obviously, I don't know what the back end is looking like. I don't know where they are in their production pipe, and what they're going to be showing us is more of like a, the most presentable form of it. You know what I mean? The most completed form of the game. So, you know, I can look at this as an outsider and go like, well, this looks really good. Why hasn't it come out? And they're like, we're not fucking ready. You know, they're fucking, this is all held together with like spit and string and tape, you know? So I, you know, who knows? But like, as far as like what we interacted with, it very much felt like, well, this still needs like some polish, I suppose, in places. Like I was like, oh, these statues, their faces look kind of funny, but like nothing that is too crazy. It could just use some tweaking, some fixing or whatever. And so if things are going to look even more polished than it was, like I'm not complaining. That's probably going to look great by the time it comes out. But otherwise, I don't know. So I would expect it soon. I expected it soon last year, given the state that it was in. Usually it's every 2 years. Apparently they don't rerun themes. Well, yeah, it's entirely possible that they're kind of revving back up because they're like, oh, just kidding. Missing Link is coming out now, you know? So we'll see. But we've also been getting other merch that's just kind of slowly trickling in, you know what I mean? I keep looking at myself in my OBS because of my glasses. I keep having to look and be like like an ape. The knock on your father's door. He won't talk to me. Oh, oh, thank you. Oh my God. My little, see, I also have come here. It's a little crown one, except for it's also like Halloween Town mask because it has little stringies in the mold, which is cute. This is part of the summoning circle. He went out to get Riku and never came back. Dude, he's really fucking gussying him up out there. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I think it's reasonable that we'll probably hear something soon. And then once that starts, then it's kind of fair game. But we have like a couple years until they try to start anything with Final Fantasy VII, the third one. And so any time in between there is probably when we'll get the game. Because I don't think that Square Enix wants two of their biggest flagship titles to be competing with each other for no reason. So it's probably going to be like, you know, we'll start sometime this year, you know, build the hype for it, and then get to, there's a third Final Fantasy VII. Yeah. Yeah, buddy, there is. There's Final Fantasy VII, the original game, and then there's the remake. And it's a series of three. It's a trilogy that is a retelling of that one game, which granted is kind of like really taking one complete game and kind of stretching it over 3 games, but they've been filling it out. And that's how we got Remake, Rebirth, and now we're going to get the third one that's going to finish the games out. And that is somewhere down, I think there was some prediction for like, or some hint, not just prediction, like people just speculating, but there was some allusion to like a 2028 release schedule-ish. And so that will probably be like 2027 is when they would really start being like, okay, we're releasing trailers and it's coming, yada, yada, yada. So that leaves us 2025, 2026-ish, you know, that it could land in 2027. Depends. I'm so glad. Do you like my glasses? Because you want to see what happened just before I started stream? They snapped in half. Literally sat down, started cleaning my glasses, and they fell apart in my hands. So I had to pull out the backup pair, and I really look like I'm fucking Dweeb City right now. So, you know, but I look the role of a reporter. That's for sure. Dude, it's still, I can't even, it's not even like, wow, I snapped it in half. It was like, you know that clip where the guy's like playing Osu and his fucking headphones just fall off of him? They just fall in half. That was me holding I was just like, la la la, and they just fell apart. It just disintegrated in my hands. So, the way I found it was so funny. It was true. It's a Clark Kent stream. The way I went upstairs to get my pair, I walked into Canary's room and like stood behind her. She didn't even look at me. And I was like, go look at the messages I left in Discord, and like I was like, my glasses broke in half, and Canary was like, it turns to look at me. I was like, oh my God. Like, didn't even fucking see. Like, I came in and was standing right there, and I was like, go look. The reveal suddenly. Glasses did that once in the middle of work years ago. So fun. Yeah, this is me right now. So, you know. Anyways, what clip? What clip? 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 What was I talking about for this? Shit. I got distracted. Did I talk about? Maybe you're talking about, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Oh, the Osu clip. Oh, right. Okay. Well, look, it's a guy and he's playing, he's like streaming and he's playing fucking Osu, right? And you can see him, and while he's there in his headphones and just the middle of them they just fall off. They just break right in the middle and just fall off his head. He's like, what the fuck? I'd go find it, but whenever I'm on stream, I'm so like, I don't want to fucking go over and go on the internet and do this stuff. Oh, this is it? Okay, great. Hold on. Let me pull it up for all of us to see. Headphones snap in half playing Osu. There we go. Okay. Hold on. Hold up. No, it has a dumb edit? Shit. What are you sending me, huh? Garbage? You're sending me slop of the internet? Do better. God, Haven. God damn. Pretty blind without glasses in the middle of the work. Yeah, you have to know when my glasses snapped in half and I was just holding them and I'm sitting here at the computer. And so I go into Discord and I was like, my fucking glasses broke. And I had to be like, type it. And then I'd go like, to make sure I didn't fuck it up. Granted, I could like type without looking. It was just like me realizing I couldn't fucking read just to double check. Oop, oop, oop. Okay, now. Here we go. This time for realsies. This fucking guy. Here he is. I'll cover him up if I make it full screen, so you're just gonna see. That's what happened to me today.
What the fuck? Just what?
Me holding my glasses in two pieces, perfectly split in the middle. What the fuck? Hello? Anyway, now I need to get another pair, I guess. So whatever. Maybe I'll find something cool as well. Maybe I'll shop around a little bit. You know. God. Okay, hold on. I have to go to the bathroom really bad. I'm gonna be right back, okay? I'll just real quick. All right? The state of play just got me so excited. You know, it was so cool. Not there. Not that it matters too much, but a little less distracting. Hi, hello, I'm back. Anyway. There you go. That was the state of play. Sorry to make you wait for that. I just really had to go to the bathroom. You understand. We've all been there. But trying to think. Hey, sidebar, do you ever like, God, my voice is still so squeaky sometimes, especially if I keep talking. It like I feel like I just haven't fully refilled the meter, right? And so every time I'm taking from it, like I don't have the over buff of like, I have to talk a while before I run it out. And then I start to lose my voice. Like I'm still hitting it before it's like done or it's like barely over, you know? And so I keep working back into the deficit where my voice is fucked. So I don't fucking know. What was it? Oh yeah, no, I was going to say that like, for some reason, and I don't know why, I got 5 hours of sleep last night, and I feel more awake than when I get 8 hours of sleep. This always happens for whatever reason. I just kind of popped awake. And if I manage to go back to sleep, and then I sleep for a long time, and then I feel bad. So, I today got 5, and I'm feeling pretty good outside of this whole thing, but, you know. That was me today. It seems to happen to everybody. Clearly, this is enough evidence for me that it happens to everyone. So, you know. Yeah, sleep is weird. And I know there's obviously a difference between like if you wake up in or out of like REM sleep, basically. Sample size of 1. Yeah. This is enough. The 5-hour trick only works for 1 day. I couldn't tell you if it... I don't feel like I've ever done that for repeated amounts and then had it be bad, but sleep's also kind of wonky for me, so I couldn't tell you. But, of course now I yawn, but... Anyway. A good ass nap works. It's true. It does. Yeah. I don't know. Kingdom Hearts, though, huh? We'll get it. I'm sure we'll get something this year. I wouldn't even be surprised if we got, like, if they were just like, hey, Missing Link news, like, this week, happy Valentine's Day, follow your heart, blah, 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 you know, some shit like that. And I'd be like, yeah, yep. You know, it could happen literally any time, and that's why, like, anytime we do any of these, I have zero expectation. I don't think, like... Those little hacks about sleep, and I'll fight everyone because I think they are mostly bullshit. But, yeah, I don't know, we could get it at fucking any time, but I would expect something soon, especially if they want any kind of heads up leading into spring. You know? So, like, you know, they could also just pull some weird shit where they're like, anyway, it's happening next week. You know what I mean? We're like, oh, okay, everybody scramble, you know, but, otherwise, in a reasonable and just world, they would give us some kind of heads up, and then we would all get to spin our wheels for about a month before we actually got to play it. And then once we play it, we would just be in that for a little bit before we got any kind of news on KH4. They would probably try to establish Missing Link first for a little bit. They're being extra skittish about spoilers this time. I mean, I feel like Nomura's been skittish about getting leaked to the point where he revealed a KH4 trailer to us, to his own admittance, quite early. So, like, they're probably, you know, trying pretty hard to keep a tight lid on things. But I mean, that's just general. If you mean like spoilers in trailers, I have no idea. Square Enix has a chronic spoiler-riddled trailer disease. It doesn't matter the fucking game at this point. Final Fantasy is almost like worse for it, to be honest. I remember I didn't really watch any of the Final Fantasy VII trailers just for Remake, right? And I even held off on some for Rebirth. And later, after playing Remake and going, wow, I like this a lot, actually, and finding out that in the trailers, they, like, spoiled, like, crazy-ass moments. Like, no context, right? But stuff that you're like, wow, this sure would and did hit a little better when I didn't know it was somewhere in the game at all. You know what I mean? Were the KH3 trailers especially spoilery? To a degree. There were a lot of, like, Regular Pet has a pretty good video about it where he just kind of talks about how they unfortunately don't leave many stones unturned, I guess. You can't expect, this is how they usually do it, is they more or less reveal all of the worlds that are going to be in the game. And they will show, like, end game type stuff without, like, context. KH3 definitely had some big moments in it, but, like, they didn't show everything. And there were plenty of things that, like, that were still a total pleasant surprise for me going in. And that was as somebody who looked at actual spoilers that had been posted on the internet. There were plenty of things that I was like, oh, wow, this is really fun and cool. And, like, I had a delightful time throughout the majority of the game. Lots of Keyblade Graveyard, but, like, here's the thing. KH3 is also in a specific situation where there was a very long-standing expectation for the game, and they also showed their hand a little early on accident. Like, and I say on accident as in they showed it purposefully, but then, you know, things you cannot predict get in the way and kept the project from progressing in any meaningful way for a little while. And that they couldn't really do anything about. But they showed it kind of early, you know, and so there was already like, okay, we know it's out there. We're waiting. Where is it? You know, what's going on? And then there were, you know, many years of little scraps and crumbs of like, even just like early dev stuff that they would release. Like, for people who don't know, Skullhead Kylum for a long time was known as Cabletown because in a special event, people got to see, like, concept art and stuff for it without a name attached to it or anything, and people got to describe it. At least they were like, okay, well, yeah, there were like a bunch of tall, like all these little buildings and stuff, and cable cars on, you know, going across and everywhere, and so people just called it Cabletown for short. So you'll still see the name used around by people and stuff, just not necessarily for Scala, but just as a thing with Kingdom Hearts. Cabletown. I'm in a place where I know I'll enjoy KH4 more if I don't see any of the trailers, but I also know that avoiding the trailer info is going to be near impossible. I know that I'm just going to want to look at it no matter what. So if you deem that it was okay to go in a trailer, I'm going to look at it. And then I'm also going to talk about it. So I'm letting anything you put publicly, we're good, even if I think maybe you shouldn't have shown that, right? But like KH3 like had a very long time where they were like they had to show concept art for Big Hero 6 like way before any of that was ever ready. And so people knew that it existed because their hand was forced at like a D23 to make an announcement about it. And it was the last world they had shown because they were like, it's not fucking ready yet. And people keep asking about it. And they're like, well, I would like to see Big Hero 6, please. I know it's in there. And they have to be like, well, okay, here you go. Here's some eventually way down the line. But it's like Kingdom Hearts 3 was in like a specific spot where like there were a lot of expectations over a long period of time that had them giving out probably more information than they typically would, but that doesn't stop like Square Enix generally and their constant like I have to show cool hooks in my trailers disease, and so it probably will still show stuff that some people might be like, I am glad I didn't know about that going in, but it probably won't be, I feel like, to the same degree as KH3, but you know, it's hard to say. I'll never be able to resist a trailer. Knowing me, I probably won't be able to keep myself from watching all the trailers. Like, I'm too much like this is the whole like community I'm actively a part of in a way that like there ain't no way I would be able to, like, unless I just removed myself from the internet, there's like no way I'm going to avoid it if I wanted to avoid it. But I also don't want to, and I'm not going to, so it's fine. It's not a big deal. I don't want to see leaks. Like, I, for all intents and purposes, want to see the game itself on my own time, because we're owed that at least to experience something just for what it is, right? And so, you know, if there are leaks, don't talk about them at me. I'll kill you. Okay, I will kill you. I'll reach through the screen. I'll make it happen. It's fine. I think also, obviously, people should respect other people's, you know, they should be able to get to experience something on like their own terms, right? And things happen, but like, goddamn, even with like Melody of Memories, 9 hours of cutscenes. Appalling. Even with Melody of Memories, I remember people like it had gotten leaked in English. Like all of the cutscenes got put up on YouTube, and people were immediately just like, I've watched all of it, I'm talking about it, I'm discussing it. And this was like days before the game came out, which is still not as bad as KH3. That was a whole month before the game came out. But like it was immediately like on Twitter, and people were like using pictures in their icons in my fucking notifications. And I was like, you can't be fucking, are you serious? You cannot be doing this. Like, is there a reasonable expectation that I'm probably going to see Riku? Yeah, he showed up in the trailer, but like, you have to realize, like, in your excitement, you wanted to put your favorite little Blorbo Riku on your Twitter icon, but this is also from a game that hasn't come out for anybody yet. You can't be doing that. Okay, you cannot. It's so, and it just feels like reckless, I guess, or just kind of inconsiderate on accident, you know? Or like, I don't think people, like, there are people who are going to be out there and they're going to be assholes about it purposefully, right? And I've seen it happen. This is something where I'm like, somebody was like, oh my God, it's out. Oh my God, everybody look, you know? And I'm like, I didn't want to see that yet. And they go, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, you know? And it's just like, think 2 seconds. Take a second, take another second and go, maybe I'm not going to make it my fucking icon and then go into people's tweets and start liking everything. You know what I mean? Oh my God. So that was stupid. But, you know, like, it's fine if you want to go look. And I've spoken about this pretty extensively in the past where, like, I think, you know, if you're going to go look at spoilers, you should always keep in mind that it is not going to come across the same as if you had just played the fucking game. All right, things taken out of context without build up. Like if you're like, well, that's it. And I'm like, I don't know, man. There was like 80% of a game before that. Do you think this was a little lackluster because you didn't build up to it at all and you immediately looked at the end? You went and you read the last 2 pages of a book that you just picked up and you went, well, that's it. You know, it's so silly. Just like, you got to take into consideration there is a whole bigger context. Somebody crafted, like you went and you watched the last 2 minutes of a movie. Like, you know, just go watch the movie start to finish to give it, you know, meet it on its own grounds for a moment, if you will. Like those people did with the Harry Potter books, going to bookstores and yelling spoilers. Yeah, I do remember when that happened. Inconsiderate at best, but a lot of people are probably doing this on purpose. People did do that on purpose, especially when leaks were happening and the Paopu scene happened, and then people went around like parading it and people being like, oh, I won, you know, and you're the most like petty bullshit way. And then the end of the game came out and everybody suddenly shut up real fast. And so like, it's whatever. Anyway, nobody talked to me about it. When the game comes out, fuck you guys. I'm gonna go play it in my living room on my big TV and nobody's gonna talk to me at all because I just want to experience it for what it is. I want this to be mine. And then I'll play it on stream and it'll be fine. But, you know, you're not getting a day one fucking stream from me because this is my time. This is my time. I'm playing the game for me. So... and I highly recommend you do the same. Just, you know, experience it for yourself. And you'll probably have a better time with it than, you know, jumping onto other people's, like, clips of stuff. My Kate reactions are raw and my own. I'm me. No one else. Trailers are gonna come out and leaks are gonna come out. We're gonna see people getting mad that Riku doesn't get immediately bodied and replaced with Kairi. I remember when leaks were coming out for KH3 and people like they were like, oh, I'm showing some cutscene stuff, and they like left out scenes with Riku in it. And I'm not even sure that was necessarily like maliciously like, but they just were like probably thought it just wasn't important and showed other stuff. And so there was a lot of like, what the fuck is going on? What? Hello? You know, like I saw the tunnel scene with like Kairi, not knowing that like the whole sacrifice scene happened literally right in front of it. Like that happened. And then there was a whole scene where he's yelling, Riku, Riku, answer me, and reaching for the light. And I didn't even know that was there because they weren't putting it up. So, you know, save yourself. Don't do this, okay? Don't send yourself into the pit of despair for no reason. Yes, you may feel anxious, excited, giddy because new stuff is coming out, but God, imagine that feeling. You're sitting there, maybe you got your friends, your family with you, whatever the fuck, somebody's joining you, who cares? You're sitting there in your living room and you turn it on and you get to hear the new dearly beloved for the first time, and you just get to sit and let it wash over you. Because that was how it was for KH3 as well. Like, people obviously put it up, but I, like, very deliberately avoided it. Like, I was like, I still want to experience the game for myself. I am just anxious about how things are going to turn out. So I'm going to go investigate, like, kind of selectively. And then I left the rest of it alone. I don't need to do that anymore. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm better now. It made me better. I'll have to make a journal so I can, yeah, exactly. Like, I think that's fun. Like, when I played through it, because I got the game really early, I was tweeting about very ambiguous things, not trying to do, I was just like, I am enjoying it. Here, you know, I had something, I think like Sora is gay counter 1 or something. And then I like repeated a number and everyone was like, can you count? And I was like, nope, apparently not. No, I can't. But like little stuff where like, you know, but even then I probably wouldn't even do that now, where I'm just like, fuck you guys. I'm just playing the game. I'm just playing the game. The only one I played on stream was Melody of Memory, because that was just like, I get to play the rhythm game really fast. It's not very long. So I'd love to find a way to, well, I mean, we can figure something out, because that's always fun. There is something special about seeing somebody react to something the first time, but it is different when you're doing it on stream. Like, I'm up here playing something for the first time. Frankly, most of the time I am sitting, like, I'm playing something and I'm doing, first I'm exploring, I'm watching a movie or whatever. Dog, I'm sitting here just like, and that's it. Like, I'm not like very reactive. I'm absorbing. I'm fucking downloading what I'm seeing. You know what I mean? I'm having thoughts, but like, I'm not like somebody, I have to like react. And not that I'm like pretending or acting so much, but it's like different. I'm on stream and I'm here and I'm just like, oh, let it rip. Let the thoughts, gotta do stuff. But like, I'm bouncing between like kind of talking to you guys and playing a thing. And so I don't get to just fully like absorb the thing. I'm still also trying to fight the, like, sometimes something will make me emotional and I will well up, but I still have this like inclination to be like, don't fucking cry. Don't do it. I don't know why. I'm always like vocally encouraging of like, if you want to cry, cry. You know what I mean? But like, there's this knee-jerk reaction of me being like I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? And so like, but if I'm by myself and I'm like, it's so beautiful. Wow. You know? And so, you know, there's something to like just letting give yourself the space, experience the story and the thing. It's hard to cry in front of others. Yeah, I think, you know, like we should be able to. And I've crowed on stream, if you will. And then of course that VOD completely disappeared and I don't have it anymore because it was when I was playing AI and it was sad, okay? It was good and it was sad and it made me cry and nobody gets to see it. So just take my word for it. I promise it happened. But anyway, like a first time playthroughs, you know, just letting yourself see something, enjoy it, explore it for the first time, take your time, try not to rush, just if I can enjoy it. Remember back in the day and you're like 14 and you don't have money and you don't have other games. You're just like, I got my game. I got it for my birthday because I asked for it special. And now you get to play it for fucking months. And then you really get to spend your time with it because you're also stupid and bad at games. But you really get to fucking like, you know, it really gets to soak in there. Take your fucking time. Just take your time. It's okay. It's not going anywhere. You know, you're fucking holding the case and your thumb's like cracked through it. It's okay. No one's going to take it from you. Take your time. It will continue to be here. So anyway, that's your roundabout. Just fucking enjoy it. And then don't tell me about it until I'm done. Okay. I will respect your experience and you have to respect mine. Or like I said, I will kill you. I will find you. It will happen. I'm not going to enjoy it, but like you did break the rules. So I'm going to cry when Suriku Kiss happens. I'm probably going to cry when I see Riku in the trailer. I screamed when I saw Repliku and it jump-started hormonal issues for me for all the way till now. Still here, still a problem, you know. I'm gonna go crazy. I cried when the Remind trailer happened. And I didn't even notice. I was so like at it and then I was like, what the? Oh, because I was caught off guard too. I got that weird. Yeah, I did. I fucking like, I screamed. I scrud. And then later that day I was like, something feels off. Like maybe I yelled and I kind of pulled something or I don't know what's going on. And then I had the worst period of my fucking life. And it was awful. It was I could have died. It was so bad. Anyway, yeah, so I blame Kingdom Hearts for that one. We're gonna cry. We're gonna crud together, a group crud. But anyway, I don't know what greater point I was going to make. Just take your time, enjoy your thing, and don't be an asshole. How about that? It was Roxas's fault. Sora KH2 cry in Twilight Town moment, yeah. My soul will leave my body when I see my baby boy again. Yeah, no, it's gonna be just once there's actually news. I'm very excited to see what it looks like in Unreal 5, since they're doing that. And what we have is not that. And even then, that's still pretty early on. Like, it looks really good, and I promise you there's going to be even more polish. Because if you've ever seen the difference between, like, when they were first showing trailers for KH3 and, like, you could, like, track, specifically with the shot of, like, young Xehanort for some reason in Toy Box, when he shows up and he's like, I can make a move for you. And, like, that shot where he's up there, like, repeated in a lot of trailers, and you could just, like, track how much they've been fiddling with it between shots of fucking young Xehanort. And so I'm excited to see, like, I'm excited to compare and contrast. And even then, Nomura was like, his outfit, like Sora's outfit, is probably going to undergo some tweaks. It's not, like, totally, like, finished. So, you know, don't get precious about it or anything. And then the apartment wasn't finished either. There's a bunch of stuff where I'm very curious to see. I feel like Riku will look pretty similar. Basically exactly like Yozora. I mean, they'll have to make them look sort of different, but, like, you know, they'll definitely look very similar, I'm sure. It looks like Riku will be handsome because he's Riku. Absolutely. I think he should continue to have bigger biceps than Yozora. I think that's not going to be hard because the dude is, like, stretched out. He's a weird string bean man that looks odd. Like he got ran through a taffy machine. Just a little bit. You know what I mean? They were like, okay, we got to mix some of Sora's build, but Riku's kind of tall. And then we take this, but, like, he's got to have, you know, muscle definition. But also but we put this together and he's just, like, long. He's big and large. His large arms and his chest is thick like a log, and he can take care of himself. Exactly. You got it. Yozora's shoulders are so narrow. I know. He's a little, like, he has, like, some muscle out of, like, necessity, but, like, left to his own, you know, like, left to his ways, like, he is kind of just tall twink material. But, you know, that's not what he really looks like. Like, wait until the Riku part gets fucking, like, sucked out. We're going to Reiki the fucking bad energy. We're going to take the Riku out. We're like, you know, and then we into Riku and fix him, I guess. I don't know what's fucking going on. It'll be fine. Or it's, you know, like Sora's memories of Riku, and we take that out and we just fucking, like, into Sora. You know, something will happen. We'll see what he really looks like eventually. Find a potato sack, be a Little Mermaid, and he'd still be fab. I'm pretty sure, yeah, you could throw anything on him and he'll still look good. And it's not in any effort. Like, he's not even like, oh, and I do look at, he's just like, I'll put clothes on, and then every time it's like, looks pretty good though. Of course, Sora thinks he looks good, but, like, you know, there's plenty of, like, I don't think he's, like, thinking about dressing himself too much, but it works out in his favor. I have a huge... Is it weird that I think Sora would have a huge thing for Riku's chest? Not even in a sexual way. Why not? He's a teenager. And also, he doesn't have a choice. Dude was given no options. He was shown a guy with like a little bit of, we got a Dorito torso with big arms and like tits that Nomura cannot help but define constantly in everything he's ever drawn of him. The shelf is present and he will make you see it. Sora does not have any other option. Okay, he did not have any say in this. Yes, of course he does. He's also tit height, exactly. His view is like Riku's chest. That's exactly where his head lines up. He did not get an option, okay? We'll see Riku's side of things and learn how he feels about him. Yeah. I've talked about this a lot, and I think it's very important to have Sora realize his own feelings without learning anything about what Riku has done or even like how Riku feels, because I think Sora pretty intensely has his own feelings anyway. He just doesn't have the right context. So it's one of those things where it's like, I think he needs to do that first. And then, they get to go on a little adventure, and it gets to be awkward. It gets to be charged and strange. And I'm like, So, anyway, let's see. I'm trying to figure out my streaming for today. Obviously, I started early with the State of Play, and we did that. And usually, obviously, I would be starting in maybe half an hour to an hour or so. And I was going to do some exercise, but I don't know because I am not hearing back from my partner about doing it. I think they fell asleep. That's my guess. But if I do go to exercise, it may be like I'll stop stream obviously here and then exercise and then later play some more video game. But until I find out, I'm just here. Exercise, stream. Yeah, you get to see me lift big heavy weights because I can. Lights off and yeah, they probably fell asleep. That makes sense. So I'll just keep doing this. We'll just keep hanging out here. I could play some Dream Drop if you want a little bit of background noise as I raise my creatures, my zoo I'm starting, my Gym Bro arc. It's me doing like aerobics in my living room. It's nothing crazy. Okay, look, I'm fucking sitting around and I go, I'm doing hot knee lifts, Well, I mean, to be fair, we do have weights and we lift them, and it's it's good. It's a good time. But thank you, Haven. Thank you. Let me where's my mouse? There we go. Let me switch something. Oh, never mind. I just got a response immediately. Okay. 20 minutes? What can I do in 20 minutes? I can grind in Dream Drop for 20 minutes and then go exercise, and then I can just come back or I could just stop here and then just start Dream Drop proper when I'm done exercising. Would that be crazy? Would that be Balatro? Yeah. I still have not set up my Switch situation down here, so I need to do that. I really do. I need to there's stuff I have to finish doing, and I just haven't down here. Okay, I will start Dream Drop later. By the way, really quick, when I walk around with these glasses, because they're just slightly different, any turn I make is everything's kind of warped and strange because they're just different, same prescription, just different lenses and shape and stuff, and it's really throwing me off. When I'm just looking forward and I'm talking to you guys, it's fine. The second I stand up and have to navigate a 3D space, it's fucked. So it's going to be fun. Maybe I'll just exercise glasses off and you know, really go by ear. So we'll see about that. Anyway, yeah, I will go exercise and be good. State of Play was State of Play, and then we will return to some Kingdom Hearts and look at funny little creatures and give them each a little kiss on the head before we tuck them in for bed. Okay? Thank you. It's not even going to be that long, honestly. I'd probably be back, like, reasonably around, like, 5, and it's 3:40 for me, so, you know. You'll see me soon enough. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Bye for now. Take meds if you have to and drink some water, and also, like, stretch your legs. Like, stand and move your legs if you haven't for a bit, okay? Okay, goodbye. See you later. See you in a bit. Bye-bye.